Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, Lennon. Hi, Lena.
How's everyone doing tonight?
I like this. I scooted my chair forward, so I look closer to the... camera. Well, obviously, I guess if I scooted my chair closer, I am closer to the camera. But
Yeah.
I like
it.
it.
Kind of how it works.
How's Lena doing tonight? How's Lennon? Lennon's good. Lena, my son Lennon, is watching on YouTube right now. I don't know if she can see the chat.
She can see, she can see. Look at the screen. See, there's the chat. He just said something.
I'm still...
Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube.
That's cool.
I like it.
That's cool. So what's going on with you today on this fine... What is today? Monday? It is Monday. It's like... I feel like we've had three Mondays in a row here. I think it's because I'm crispy from the sun.
Yeah, a little sunburn.
Yes. I got I got a lot of sun over the weekend.
Went and spent the weekend at the farm.
Lennon said the mic is cutting out. Which mic, Lennon? Mine? I don't know. We'll figure this out.
Let me put these on and see how they're doing. So, but yeah, we went and spent the weekend at the farm, and all the kids had a blast. And
yeah, they did.
And yeah, it's
always fun when we go out there, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Always exhausting, though. Mm-hmm.
Lena said the volume is cutting in and out.
That's probably because of my microphone. My microphone is set up a little. When I get too far away from it.
Well, quit doing that.
Well, it's not like I'm doing it on purpose.
What about mine?
Well, you...
We did. We rode four-wheelers.
Daniel. Good to see you.
Hey, Dan. Tell your wife, Dana, hello.
It's been so long since we've hung out, Dan. I called you Daniel when your name popped up there.
Like, what the... Since when is he Daniel?
What's up with that?
That'd be like somebody calling you Daniel. Right?
Well, people call me Daniel all the time, but...
Anyways.
Yeah.
Lena said it's working now. Good deal.
Good. All right.
Okay, so let's jump right into this. So tonight, what are we talking about? It's just Jeremiah and I tonight, by the way. We decided that once in a while, we're not going to have a guest on, and once in a while, we're just going to have conversation.
Yeah, just talk.
Whatever comes up, right?
Yeah.
Although there is one thing that I really would like to chat about this evening.
Which is?
So, dreams.
Uh-huh.
So, not like dreams like goals dreams, like dreams as in when you go to sleep dreams.
Wait, hold on a second. Was that your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to shut it off. Yes, I would like to talk and pick your brain a little bit about dreaming.
Okay.
Because
well, we can try. I don't know much about dreams, but
it's just super
share what I do know.
Well, I don't know. What prompted this was last night. Okay, so last night I had a very, very real dream. Is there a term for like when you have a dream that seems very real?
Vivid?
Just vivid, is that the only... I feel like vivid doesn't
quite capture
this dream that I had last night, guys. But I literally had a dream that I was in a cafeteria with David Bowie. I know it sounds... Anyways, but
Careful, people are going to be thinking you were on something last night.
Well, I had plenty of vitamin D from the sun that day, so maybe I was high on vitamin D or something. Maybe. But seriously, I had this very, very vivid dream with David Bowie, and it really felt like I was there. Like, it really felt like I was actually experiencing this dream. And I'm like, well, he's been dead since, I think, 2016. So, who knows, maybe, and then that, then you get to thinking, and it's like, is it possible that, when you're dreaming, like, dreaming is such, like, having dreams, it's such a weird, like if you like pretend we're aliens, okay, and we don't dream, and then you Oh, look what Lena said. Dreams have been real wonky and vivid for so many psychics these past few weeks. Well, Lena, this past few weeks I've had some wonky dreams too, but last night was just kind of and I typically don't remember my dreams, but man, last night, I'm telling you, David Bowie was awesome. And oh man, he seriously looked like he was straight out of the 70s too. Like he had that red hair, you know, and he had red hair, he had makeup on. He was very thin, very, very thin, very petite man. I don't know how tall he is in real life.
Did he have the labyrinth hairdo?
No, that would have been way cooler, actually, if he would have showed up in my dream as the Goblin King, right? But yeah, it was just weird because we were like in this cafeteria and I got to have a sit-down conversation with David Bowie. And somebody else was there, but I haven't figured out who else was there because somebody took pictures for us, like pictures of him and I just took pictures of us together and just sitting there, you know, like you would if you were a fan and wanted a picture with somebody famous or whatever. But yeah, it was just, oh God, that would be so cool if it really happened because, you know, dreaming is such a, I don't know how much they've actually is there a lot of science when it comes to what actually is happening when you're dreaming?
Oh, I'm sure there is. I mean, even if it's a spiritual or a magical matter, it's you know, all of that is just science that we don't understand yet. You know. Well,
yeah, you know, and so I personally believe that our guides connect with us through dreaming. Like I also believe that, you know, maybe it's who knows, maybe it's our higher selves coming through dreaming because, you know, our higher selves, you know, they've got senses that we can't comprehend as living in this dimension, right? And so the way that I believe they communicate with us, one way is through dreams, two is through like synchronicities or signs, you know, but the dreaming part, it's like, oh, maybe I'll interview someone famous soon. Ooh, Lena. Well, unfortunately, it can't be David Bowie. But isn't that...
You never know, it could be.
But I mean it, like, I sound crazy, okay? But this dream was so real to me that, I mean... And then the other weird thing about dreaming is, like, the way you perceive time when you're asleep. It's like you could be asleep for, like, 10 hours, and then... it seemed like you were barely asleep for any length of time. Time goes by so much faster when you're sleeping, but, you know, who knows? Maybe that's the same when when your body dies and your spirit's, you know, out of your body. Maybe it's the same perception on time. Like maybe it's because time is such a weird thing. Time is so weird.
But time, as most people think about it, is just a measurement. You know, the time as most people think about it is not the scientific dimension that Einstein talked about.
Man, well, it's crazy. I don't know. I just think it's all crazy. It's super fascinating, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Do you ever remember? You only remember your dreams if they're terrible, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's I wish it was the other way around. I really do, but I don't have very many bad dreams, so I'm counting that as a blessing. So.
Well, do you remember when I had that god awful dream and I swear it was how I died in a past life? Like I swear to you, it was. Do you remember that? Like I was like on some kind of an island and it was, if I say first person, you know, I'm actually experiencing it. I'm not watching it happen. And I was like on this island or this coast, and then it was like, I don't know, like a huge wolf type creature was like sitting on this flat rock, and I remember like creeping down below like this like kind of hill thing so it didn't see me because I didn't want to get eaten or whatever. And then I remember like I slipped on this huge rock and like fell in the water, and then the rock fell over on top of me, and I'm like sinking under the water, and like in my dream, like I drowned. Like, oh, it was terrible. I remember that dream. Do you remember me telling you about that, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, that must have been how I died in a past life or something. Bye, Lennon. Lennon said he had to go. Anyways, he said, oh God. It's true. I did. I felt like I died in my dream, you know, and then who knows if, you know, maybe when you, what did Dan say? Dan said, I find that I can dream a day's worth of events in a very short period. I can recall nearly all my dreams. What does that mean? That means you're fucking lucky, Dan, because I wish that I remembered all of my dreams. The dreams that I remember are usually pretty impactful, though. Like, they really stay with me. I know that back in the end of November, I had kind of a daydream thing that startled me to my core to the point that I completely shifted my big plans when it came to parenting. And just was like, okay, this is a sign. This is a sign that I have to take a certain course of action. Otherwise, it's going to bite me in the ass if I don't.
Right.
And you remember that. Yeah. I came down and I was just like, oh my God, we have to do this specific thing. And you're like, what? What changed? And I'm like, I just had this very vivid daydream. And do you think daydreaming and dreaming is like, how do you explain that? Do you think that maybe daydreaming is more your guides coming through, or you trying to be given a message of some kind?
Being that daydreams happen when you're awake, but
Whoa,
they can.
Lennon says it sounds like you were reborn.
Yeah, but they can be just as vivid and imaginative, you know, as nighttime dreams. You know, I would assume, you know, there's at least to some extent that same spiritual connection and spiritual energy there. You know, but it may be on a level that it's interacting more with your.
Lena said no audio.
Did the audio cut out? Dan, can you hear us? Okay.
Darn you, psychic Lena.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, the audio is going out just like it's supposed to.
Oh, good. Oh, so here's another. Were you done with your?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
But well, just because I wasn't done doesn't mean I remember where I was going with it all. So.
It's the sun, man. All that vitamin D we got over the weekend.
Right.
Dang.
I think I have vitamin D deposits building up in my brain or something.
Could be
interfering.
Could be. I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so then here's another. Here, let me pick your brain on this one. Okay, so when I think about, so in your dreams, you can live out whatever fantasy, whatever you really want, like at your core. Okay, like your I don't want to say evil self, but like your true, like if you wipe away the layer of what people know.
Primal self?
Yes. Okay. Like if there's somebody that you just would love to kill, or if there's, if there's somebody that you want to, with, and, you have a dream about it, or if you all of these things that, because I know like one of my coworkers a few weeks ago, she was telling me that she had a dream that she had an affair on her husband, and it was very real, and she knew the person that it was with, and she said that she woke up and she's like, I feel so guilty, Stephanie. And I'm like, but you didn't do anything. She's like, no, but the dream was so awesome. I didn't want it to end. And I'm like, oh God, your poor husband. But
wow.
Seriously, like what do you think about that? Like, you can live out your fantasies and your dreams, but waking up back to reality, have you ever had that happen where you have guilt?
There you get into,
because we don't have control of what we dream, I don't think.
So, from that you get into, more of a I think you get into more of a symbology type or symbolic type thing, you know, like for instance, the dreams of dreams of infidelity that you don't necessarily regret, but when in your waking world you would never do that type of thing, and you feel bad for
your conscience sets in.
Your conscience feels bad, but you know secretly you would have the dream again if you could, you know, that type of thing. I think it probably it's probably talking to you about another change that needs to be made somewhere, a choice that you need to look at and make in your life somewhere.
See,
somehow.
I want to know, like, you can buy the dream interpretation books, or you can go to a dream interpreter or whatever, right? Are they like any other? Well, sorry, that made them seem like not awesome, because they're awesome. But is somebody who interprets dreams, is that kind of another type of reader, right? Like somebody who interprets dreams.
Yeah.
Do you think that, like, how do they?
That can be approached from two different standpoints. So that can be approached from a purely psychoanalytical standpoint. You know, Freud was big into dream interpretation. Or it could be approached also from a psychic or intuitive standpoint as well. So or you can mix the two. So
like what you're actually dreaming about is not the underlying message that you're supposed to get.
Right, yeah.
Okay, I see. The other really weird phenomenon I think with dreaming is the sleep paralysis thing. Like you can't wake up.
Right. That's not.
And then you see some crazy, scary shit that's coming towards you, and you can't wake up, and it's so real. And you do whatever you can to try to wake your body up. And
right,
that happened to me. I remember that happened to me, and I remember somehow I managed to start crying and sleeping, and then I remember I was trying to scream to get you to wake me up, and it wasn't working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
But, the sleep paralysis is actually, there's a medical...
Lena interprets dreams.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, cool. I knew she did that. She had talked to me about that before. That doesn't surprise me.
She probably has mentioned that, actually. Yeah. But that does, Lena can do everything. Lena, you can do it all, man.
But... we, with the sleep paralysis, there's actually medical reasoning behind it to an extent. It has to do with that kind of, and I don't know all of the proper terminology for it and everything, so I'm not going to get into all that, but that state between being awake and being asleep, and your mind is actually asleep in a certain state of sleep, but you're still aware, which is a normal part of it's a normal part of your sleep cycle as you kind of drift off into sleep, but you haven't there's something out of kilter and out of whack where your body has already started releasing the hormones that cause it to basically be paralyzed while you're sleeping, except for just involuntary movements.
Like your lungs and your heart and your kidneys and
so that you're not basically acting out your dreams. So you're aware, but you're in kind of a sleep state, and your body is already petered out.
So that could be like somebody in a coma.
So I don't know, honestly. I don't know the answer to that question. But you're in that state, and I think it leaves a lot of it puts you in a weird place of being vulnerable to certain spiritual suggestions or spiritual attack, that type of thing.
So, do you think that your senses are like you have more senses than you would when you're awake? Like, so when I'm asleep in this creepy...
I've never actually experienced sleep paralysis. So this is
was so scary.
This is all just me talking out my ass from what I understand.
Well, it was so scary. Like, God, I can't imagine, like, if there's people who experience some, like, creature coming towards you and you can't wake up. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
And, you know, was that creature really there? You know, was I seeing it, you know, in your dream state or whatever you want to call it? Oh, so Dan experiences it, huh? Oh, my God.
It says, my eyes are open. I can't vocalize or move at all.
Oh, my God.
And I can feel the arms wrapping around my legs, pulling down. It takes myself about 40 seconds to wake my body.
Oh, Jesus. Dan, does that happen to you very frequently? Because this is only it only happened to me the one time that I remember. You know, that I remember whatever. But, you know, and then you can think of like different realities. You know, when your body is physically sleeping, do you leave your body and go to different realities, or you know, wake up as your higher self, or you know?
Says that happens several times a month, unfortunately.
Oh, God. Do you, like, dread going to sleep, Dan? So, that's a terrible thing to say, but I would imagine that if I experience that a lot, I would not want to go to sleep.
Right.
That's like that X-Files episode where the people, the part that makes your body sleep, they removed from their brain.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't, like, they were awake for 20 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they got revenge.
They got
revenge.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there was actually a and I don't know the details on it well enough to really talk about it, but there was a
experiment,
a Russian experiment where they actually took. I want to say there were criminals, and they did this experiment that they actively kept them awake I mean, they went stinking insane, and I mean, like ape primate, you know, grade 8 kind of, you know, throwing feces and, you know, cannibalism and all kinds of self-marking and cutting, and I mean, just all kinds of crazy stuff. And it actually got to the point, it affected their health to the point that they were not, they couldn't medically be saved. So.
Jesus.
Yeah. I regulate myself to about 5 hours a night, so deep sleep is easier to achieve. I could understand that. Huh. That's interesting. Oh.
Man. Well, anyways, I just wanted to talk about that for a minute because I don't know, it really fascinates me.
Yeah.
Dreams fascinate me.
Yeah.
You know,
we should have some a dream interpreter on.
That would be
someone
incredible.
that specializes in that on sometime.
Yes.
I know a few.
I like that idea. Lena does it.
Lena does it, and there's another one or two that we could talk to. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we also, let's see what else. We got some new play toys. Well, I call them play toys. You want to talk about them? What we got?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Start with yours.
Oh, okay. So for Mother's Day, I don't know where this is the camera. Anybody recognize what these are? I bet you do. These cool things are dowsing rods. I have no idea how they work, but I know that they work.
You know that they do work.
I know that they do work. I don't don't believe that. I bet that there's some people who are not open to the experience that they won't work for.
Yeah,
you know, or there's spirits that don't want to communicate.
Yeah.
And so
you can run
they're
into
just,
that with anything.
Well, that's true. But yeah, Jeremiah and kiddos got me these for Mother's Day, and they are. Here, you're way better at explaining stuff than I am. But I know you want to ask, you know, like a standard question to see how they move, to see what the, you know, that way you'll know how to interpret. But I'm telling you, you don't move your hands, and those suckers
I'm going to have
move.
a hard time working them right now because my hands, my carpal tunnel is really bad right now, so my hands are about half asleep all the time. So let's see here. Get it up here and so you just hold them like this, and these actually have a little handle that spins on the rod, which is nice. So you just hold them, and then you ask your question, and you know they'll either cross or spread apart or not move, or they may point somewhere, or there's a lot of different ways that spirits can communicate with these, so it's really cool.
It was funny when they finally arrived in the mail, because they were like, they came after Mother's Day just because of the delayed deliveries with things. Anyways, so when they arrived that particular night, Jeremiah had to work, and he was like, "Are you gonna play with your dowsing rods, tonight?" And I'm like, "By myself when you're not here? Hell no." So no, I did not use them the night that they arrived, because hell no, I'm not about to scare myself. Nope.
Oh, come on.
Nope. Me go into a dark,
Where's your
creepy,
adventurous spirit?
Well, not when I'm alone at night. No. That does not intrigue me at all. I'm a wimp. What can I say? I'm a wimp. But yeah, my dream, that was.
What else you got there?
Oh, pendulum. I also got this. I don't know what stone this is, but it's really pretty. It's kind of a marbly green and purple, and
it's a type of jasper. I don't remember what type it is.
It's it's a pendulum, and
hold it up some.
Here, see. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's I'm trying to get it to where, see. And it's just can you make a pendulum out of anything?
Yeah, pretty much. Did you see that message?
No. Ask about the female spirit in the room with you. Ooh. Oh man.
Get your dowsing rods out.
She has been on my mind a lot lately, Lena.
Yeah.
That's really, really random you said that, because my grandma has been on my mind a lot lately.
What in the world?
What are you looking for?
Oh, there they are.
I'm like, what are you looking for? Oh, are they recording?
No.
Jeremiah found his. Where were they?
Oh, they were on the bookshelf.
I don't know if any of you people on here that have spouses. Hey, Lennon. Lennon came back. I don't know if any of you people that have spouses ever have this problem, but your spouse will be like, "Hey, do you know where this is at?" And then you're like, "I don't know. I gave it to you the last time here.
Right.
What did you do with it?" It's like they come to you like we know where everything is at. Usually, I mean, I'm pretty good about it, but anyways.
Well, usually you put my stuff there. That's why I ask you.
Guilty.
So,
hey!
I'm gonna turn on the recorder just in case.
Dan said he worked a pendulum and a spirit board for the first time. Oh, you should have brought your spirit board out.
Oh, yeah. I got a spirit board for my birthday.
Yes.
Really cool one.
Was Ouija board is that like a copyrighted name? Or
yes, that's a Mattel or
Milton
whatever
Bradley,
it was.
whatever the kid.
You know.
That's what that is their name. That's why what I got you is called.
I think.
Yeah, I found him a spirit board for his birthday. All the kids are like, we want one. We want a Ouija board. Can we get a Ouija board, Mom? And I'm like, I don't care. I mean, it's whatever.
Well,
I don't care if you want to play with it. I wouldn't let them play with it by themselves, though.
No, they need to be taught how to properly use one.
Oh shit! When I was like 7 and 8, I played with a Ouija board. That must be what's wrong with me, huh? I guess. Okay, so yes, the dowsing rods and the pendulum, and then what other play toys did you bring out here?
So, I've been looking, and this is just a start. There's nothing really special about any of this stuff tonight. It's just kind of, it's the first equipment I've bought in a while. So right here I have my new little handheld camera. There we go.
What's that special thing on the front for? Is that for anything?
That's just a hood to prevent glares from or lens flares.
Okay.
And
why can't it? Oh. Wow.
There's a difference between a Ouija and a spirit board. Ouija board can be very dangerous. If a Ouija board can contact spirits, why can't they?
So Lennon said if a Ouija board can contact spirits, why can't they contact God? Lennon, I don't really have an answer to that question. Do you have an answer to that question?
No. I don't.
I don't, buddy. I'm so sorry.
So.
Oh, Ken is asking Lena, how are they different? A spirit board and a Ouija board, how are they different? A big question, if I do say so myself. That was a really good question, Lennon. Yeah, Lena, if you're still watching, Ken is asking how is a Ouija board different from a spirit board?
Captain Carl must be on. Dan just commented.
Captain Carl. Oh, the good captain. The good captain is watching. Hey, Carl.
So this is it's nothing really special. It's just a little handheld camcorder, and it has the capability of infrared filming, so that you can film in pitch black with it.
Ooh.
It also has a lot of other cool features, stop motion and time lapse and stuff like that. So cool. I'm using it for a lot of cool stuff, just besides paranormal stuff. And then
hey, Carl,
I have this is just a. Oh, that's a microphone for the camera. And
they can't see your table there.
I know.
Oh, okay.
So this, I don't know if that. Oh, it does. The because look at that. So that's on.
I don't see anything.
Okay. Now look at the screen.
Whoa.
This is infrared light.
Wow.
So evidently that little webcam can film IR to an extent as well. So, but this is it's called an infrared extender. It just puts out infrared light for the infrared camera to pick up in a dark room. So.
Okay, Lena said the original Ouija board was made with human skin, and the placard was made of a human heart, which involves a darker form of communication. A good spirit board works with energy, not directly with spirits or entities. Oh. Okay.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Cindy.
And so then I got a spirit box.
And tell me about, what does it do?
So there's a circulating joke, kind of a standing joke in the paranormal community that talks about playing with broken radios, and this is one of those broken radios. But it's not really broken. It does exactly what it's designed to do. So it cycles through radio frequencies like AM and FM, like the same frequencies that our radio stations come into the car on. Okay. But it cycles through them really fast. Ooh. So you can set it so that it will, you can set the speed, you can set whether it cycles forward or backwards. You can choose the band, whether it's AM or FM. And the theory is that using one of these, it cycles through fast enough that it's not going to be on any one frequency long enough for a whole word to get out. So if you get a 2 or 3 word response in the same voice,
it was like on purpose.
It has to. It just about has to be something manipulating the frequencies or the electronics there. So.
Okay. It's really hot in here.
Yeah. I'll go turn the fan on.
No, it's okay. So. It's okay. We'll be all right.
And then just a simple little EMF detector.
What does an EMF detector do?
It measures the electromagnetic field, which anything electrical produces a magnetic field. So this one, what is up with that?
So since there's electrical equipment all around, wouldn't it be high?
Oh, I know what it is. It's picking up that ballast in that fluorescent light there.
Ah, okay.
So, but it measures the, I'm going to have to figure out how to turn that beeping off. That's going to drive me nuts on investigations. Let's see here, unit. So, I was trying to find a place where it would. That's all right, but it just measures the electromagnetic field, which is something that what's it called? Electrical equipment, electronics, electrical equipment, wiring, stuff like that is going to put out, and it can either it can affect the human body in certain ways, but it can also, I believe, be used almost as kind of like a fuel or an energy source for spirits as well.
Really?
So,
guys, sorry we're not very lively this evening. I'm still wiped out, Jeremiah, like from the weekend.
You're fine. I am gonna turn that fan on. So talk for just a second.
Okay, you turn the fan on. So, God, I don't know what to talk about, man. I'm boring the people watching this evening.
Well, don't just sit there with dead air.
Oh my God, Carl is so funny. Read what Carl said.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, you're not wrong, Carl. I did miss that, and
Oh, whatever.
It really is.
Whatever. Anyways, moving forward. So, what's the next piece of equipment you want us to get?
I
want the teddy bear.
You want the teddy bear?
Yes.
Boo Buddy?
I want the Boo Buddy. I do. I want the Boo Buddy. I think it'd be fun to put Sophie somewhere, our 2-year-old, and put the Boo Buddy in with her
Yeah.
And see if anything communicate. Oh, she would freak out. Well, I don't know. She might. Lena said not boring. Thank you, Lena. We love you. We love you. I mean it. Like, I'm like, oh man, my age is catching up with me because
I don't want to hear it.
I'm just saying, for me personally, I was completely wiped out after this weekend. We fished and we rode 4-wheelers and we mowed and we hiked and we went and got leeches off kids' feet, which was no fun. And we just had one heck of a weekend, especially when you have a child who's seriously fearful of bugs and trying to calm them down enough to get the leeches
actually get out and enjoy the
them.
outside.
Well,
yeah.
that too.
Oh yeah. When she was one of the ones that got a leech, and she got multiple leeches actually.
Yeah,
and,
poor girl. She
was.
was.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But we got through it, and she had a good time.
We did.
So.
Oh man. So we are gonna get some shirts.
Yes.
Right? We are in the process of getting shirts.
That's the next thing we can. Before we get into the shirts, let's talk about some of the other stuff. Where'd my phone go? Because I don't know if any of you guys that watched the podcast where I did the Rune Cast this morning. I forgot to change the stupid title on the show, by the way. So it still shows up as the title for...
Just blame it on the sun.
Right.
Just blame it on the sun. That sounds like a title of a...
It still shows up as the title that I set for the Rune Cast this morning. But that beside the point... I'll
like
get that
Christy
fixed
said
after
on the
fact.
Rune Cast this morning, we just have to accept that we're scatterbrained.
Yeah.
And move on. Because Jeremiah was like...
I'm not to that point yet.
Jeremiah
I'm not
was,
ready to just accept it. I'm going to keep coming up with excuses as long as I can.
He said he's going to continue to come up with excuses as long as he can. And I said, well, people like you and I, like, we will always have something come to our brain, that we think of or whatever. But so
we have... REM pod or shadow detection, as shadows are busy right now. That's interesting, Dan. I would. That's really cool. I'll have to do some looking into that.
Cindy, I know. I
come on,
but
Stephanie.
You know what? This is the oldest.
Hey,
this is the oldest I've ever been. So this is all I have to compare it to.
Wow. But yes, that's really cool, Dan. I'm gonna have to look into those.
What's a REM pod?
A REM pod it's a.
Renee said it's easier just accept it. Ask your sister.
Yeah. It may be, but that doesn't mean I'm.
Come on, Renee. Yeah. He's a Taurus. He's not going to want to accept it.
Yeah, it may be easier just to accept it. That doesn't mean I'm going to take the easy route.
Hey, Renee. Welcome.
So we have, as of right now, we have 587 likes on our Facebook page.
That's so flippin' amazing.
That came out of nowhere. Remember when we first started this back, I think we were just coming up on 300. And it's only been, 5-6 weeks ago?
See, but that's the thing. I also think that that has everything to do with the reason why people do things, because we don't do this. Well, I don't do this for the hopes of getting recognized for something. I do this because I love doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that
a full body apparition in the living room.
I literally stopped in my tracks
when
I read what Lena said. God, Lena.
That's interesting.
We need to get her back on here.
Yeah.
Lena, we need to get you back on here.
But we came up.
But it's just cool to me that all these people like us, I guess.
And it is. And it's very humbling. It's like I was saying on the Rune Cast this morning. It's very humbling to have that many people I mean, even just to take the energy to hit the like button. I mean, it's such a small thing, but
in a mass amount.
Almost 600 people have done that for us, and that's very humbling to me. So
that's cool.
We are getting ready to do some promotions and some contests and stuff like that. First full body in color at Serendipity in March. Very cool.
Oh wow, Dan.
Very
That's
cool.
Awesome. Lena said, "Say when." I'm assuming she's talking about "Say when."
I'm your Huckleberry. I'll be a Huckleberry.
Okay, Val Kilmer.
No, I'm not a very good Val Kilmer. But
oh, that poor man. Oh God. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about Val Kilmer.
So, yes, T-shirts are one of them. We're gonna have some contests. I'm looking at pricing on the T-shirts right now, just in case the one avenue that we had found doesn't come through.
I hope it does.
But even if it doesn't, we'll get what we need.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna start with some T-shirts and some giveaways. We might do some other kind of, maybe some stickers or something.
I was just thinking stickers. I was literally just thinking
like
stickers.
Some custom Darkness Live stickers.
I was just thinking, get out of my brain or pay me some rent. Get out of my brain or pay me some rent.
But
God, that happens a lot to me. It's been happening a lot to me today. Like, I'll be thinking about something, and then somebody does or says something that it's what I'm thinking about. God.
Sure. Magnetic personality.
I guess it's something. But yes, people, if you are interested, I am super excited about. And I gotta say, like, I'm really impressed with your artwork you did, because you made that. Symbol thing for
that's all
Darkness
beside
Life.
the point, but we'll get that figured out. As far as our cups, that would be cool. That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be. I was thinking about that too, Renee. I was literally thinking I would love to have a coffee mug with this emblem on it. But then I thought to myself,
I've been wanting to do that with this for. That's why I bought this one, so I could.
But then I thought to myself, well, crap. If I have a Darkness Live mug, then what about my witchy mother, one witchin' mother mug? Then I'm going to be torn.
There's nothing that says you can't still use that.
I know, but
I'm the only one that goes by stupid rules like that.
No, I just really get attached to my coffee cups. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer. Bumper stickers. Oh God, every time I hear the word bumper sticker, or she wrote the word bumper sticker, I always think of Forrest Gump. Remember in the movie Forrest Gump, the bumper sticker that he came up with? Shit happens. And then he has like the smiley face T-shirt. Yeah. God, that was such a
funny.
Great
but
movie.
yes, we're gonna be coming up with some merchandise, and it's not going to be for sale yet. We're wanting to hold off and just show some appreciation for the people that put time and effort into supporting us and what we're doing here. So we're going to be having some giveaways and some contests and stuff like that.
Renee said you can always use more than one mug or thermal cup.
Yeah.
I know. I'm working on that, Renee. I'm working on it because... well, yeah, double side your coffee cup.
Yeah. We could get Pam to put that on one side, and then we'll put Darkness Live on the other side.
There we go. I have not had good luck with coffee cups, though, people. Like, all of my favorite coffee cups have gotten either chipped or broken. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Although my all-time favorite one, Jeremiah was able to super glue it back together. Now it just sits in a box that I keep.
Yeah.
But
we are looking at that. We'll have some more details. I don't know that we'll have the final details out next week, but we'll have some more details out about it.
Hey, we want to tell Cliff happy birthday, by the way.
Yes, happy birthday, Cliff.
Cliff Kilmer was one of our guests here not very long ago. and 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that.
It's all that sun, guys. I can't remember.
Founder and chieftain of the Kindred Ulfsman.
His birthday's today. He's 45. Happy birthday. So.
Wow, 6 stickers for trucks.
Hey, I'm down for that. Are we gonna come up with like different stickers or just?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I love stickers. I love stickers.
We can't talk about that on air. That's all gonna be surprise.
My bad. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, guys, I'm gonna start. I made a decision for myself. I rarely will like splurge and spend money on myself, but I decided that from now on, like every payday, I'm gonna start buying myself a new shirt, and I'm really excited about the shirt that I have on today because it just came in the mail and I ordered it, and it's really cool. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's like a, I don't know how I'm gonna show them. I guess I could kind of
just stand up and
see. It's like
almost look like Halung swag.
Like what?
Halung.
Oh, hell.
Swag.
Oh, the band.
Yes.
You know what? You're right. It does. But it is not. But anyways, yeah. So this is my new shirt. I love it. But the next shirt that I'm gonna order, it's got the Goat Head Death Moth on it with a skull. I'm pretty excited about it. I feel like I'm just rambling.
Death's Head Hawk Moth.
What did I say?
Goat Head Death Moth.
Sure. Just take all those words and put them together however you want. I'm sorry. I'm tired, man. Give me a little slack. Come on. I'm tired.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyways.
So... And then there is
you just said.
When things start to open back up a little bit more, we are going to I'm working on this, and I'm even keeping this somewhat of a secret from Stephanie because I want her to be surprised about it, the location and everything. But we will have. When things start to open back up and we can get out and about a little bit more, we will have our first live streamed investigation coming up. That's going to be fun. I have the location all but locked in. We just have to get through some of some.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I want you to be surprised about it.
What is it, the Beaumont Hotel?
I'm not going to tell you. If I can get away with it, I'm not going to tell you until we go there.
It'd be cool if it was the Beaumont Hotel.
So, but yes, we will do a live streamed investigation, and
I can use my dowsing rods.
You can use your dowsing rods, and we can just we can have a good old time. It'll just be most likely just you and me.
That's okay.
And we might have someone there to produce the live stream.
What if one of the kids wants to come with us? Adult kids wants to come with us.
Adult kids, possibly.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'd be open to that.
Yes.
Not the young ones.
Sophie could.
I don't know enough about the place yet.
Ah, gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
I know there's all kinds of activity reported there, but I don't know enough about the history yet. So,
okay. Cindy asked if they're invited.
Maybe next time. The first time is just going to be me and Stephanie, and we're going to live stream it, Cindy.
Ooh, I'm excited about it.
So you'll be able to be there in the chat and watch while we go through all this and make suggestions and stuff.
You know, people who do live streaming investigations, do you ever forget yourself for a moment and forget that you're like live?
I have, yeah. Yeah.
I just think, some human nature things just can't help but wonder if people forget themselves.
No, I've never farted on camera or anything like that.
Well, I don't do that, so. Sorry, it's going way off track. Way off the rails. Way off the rails.
But yeah, so that's going to be fun. And we might. I'd like to have it timed out so that we can.
Kenna wants to come. It would just be cool to like anybody who wants to come with on one of the times that we do an investigation.
Yeah. Just this first time, I want it to just be just us on, doing the live stream and everything. So
I'm good with that. That's exciting, actually.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun, I think.
Fun is one word that we can use. It might be scary. It might be breathtaking. It might
you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. So what else do you want to talk about this evening? We're literally just shooting from the hip, guys. We decided that, once a month, once every 2 months, it would be good for just Jeremiah and I to just have.
We should probably try to be a little more prepared than we are tonight, though, when we do that.
You know what? I don't ever foresee that happening. We can like to think that we'll be prepared.
Well, we can try.
We can try, yeah. Yeah.
So.
What about you? I always ask you questions. Do you have any questions for me?
Actually, yeah.
Oh.
Kind of.
Oh.
Okay, so we've had a lot of incidences lately where we'll call it your
spidey sense?
Psychic gifts have started to really come out.
Yeah. And yes, Lena, it started in May.
Just like you said it would.
Just like you said it would. And I had forgotten until Jeremiah reminded me.
So, how are you coping with that? How are you?
Well, so the weirdest part about it is you can't force it. Mm-hmm. That part is hard for me because I don't have patience, people. I am not a patient person. I don't have patience. I'm working on it, and I'm better than I used to be, but I don't like the fact I don't have control over it. Mm-hmm. That goes back to, the control thing, whatever, but I mean, we talk about control and the locus of control and the things you actually have control over. And it's frustrating because that's me. So I feel like I should have some control over it. And I don't. I feel like it's kind of this door is opened and it's just like so vast that it's overwhelming to me. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to hone in. I feel like Lena is going to be on here like, you need to take my class. Why haven't you taken my psychic development class?
She's
right,
probably
Lena?
Typing that right now.
Probably. But anyways, but no, seriously,
and you're not wrong, Lena.
We're having a total conversation with Lena, and it's just all through mind to mind, Lena, because I know she's probably thinking it. But yeah, that's the part with what you ask. How am I coping with it? It's frustrating because stuff will come to me, and I don't know the rhyme or reason of why, or, it doesn't make sense. The stuff that comes to me doesn't make sense. Well, the reason it doesn't make sense is because it's not stuff about me. Mm-hmm. It's stuff about other people.
Right.
And so that's
like that one lady that we were having a conversation with here. What's it been, a week ago this past Saturday?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
The whole thing about the little red wagon came out.
Yes, and
completely out of the blue. And then
the name
that came out, which is not a common name.
Well, I don't know anybody named that in my life.
And ended up being one of this person's brothers
that passed.
So I mean, it was even I'm a full believe. You don't have to convince me about the kind of gifts that you have. I've known that for a long time. But that one even kind of caught me off guard, like, whoa.
Yeah, But it is. It's like when it happens, you know, Renee asked if I can give an example of what I've been seeing. So Renee, it's going to be at random. Like if I'm talking to somebody, in my mind's eye, I don't know if Renee knows what my mind's eye means. Like in my,
the way you picture things in your head.
Yeah. So like if you're daydreaming, you know, and you're wide awake, but you can see stuff in your head, images will just like come to me, and sometimes I'll very loudly hear a specific name, and it varies or whatever, but it's not on command, and it's you know, like I said, I don't have control over it, so it's hard to know what it's pertaining to, because you know, then you have to think, okay, is this my thoughts or is this somebody trying to tell me something? And how do you know the difference? How do you know if it's you or if it's not you?
Right.
You know, just trying to sort all that out, you know, and figure out. You almost just have to just say, throw caution to the wind and just start verbalizing, hey, I'm seeing this. Does this mean anything to you? You know, or, hey, do you know somebody named whatever? You know, I keep hearing that name in my head while I'm talking to you, and it's just very out of place. Like, why would that name come to me? I don't know anybody named that, you know?
And it's weird too, because she keeps saying, you know, this talking about, you know, picturing something in your head or picturing something in your mind's eye or hearing a name in your head. But it's more than just that, because it's almost like it comes from your gut and goes to your head. At least that's the way it happens with me. You know, there's something, it just kind of gets set apart, you know, from other random thoughts that you have.
Yeah.
So.
But it's something, you know, I think as time goes on, it'll start. Well, and also, you know, I've cleared out some old baggage, and so maybe that clearing that out, that energy that I was spending on old baggage, now that energy is freed up to allow myself to kind of explore these gifts and stuff like that. Dan, he's not wrong.
Yeah. Dan said, you have a hard time trusting what you see/hear. Like, is this real or just a dreaming thought? What is actual, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah. And it's hard to get the guts up to put yourself out there and say, "Oh, screw it."
Oh yeah, because you know, and that's why with the lady we talked to the other day, you know, like last week, I'd never talked to her before, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna ask her, because this means nothing to me. Does it mean something to you? You know, but I just have to wonder if, when it comes to gifts and stuff that are beyond your five senses, if it's stuff you can fine tune and learn how to, you know, like with a sport or anything, you build muscle memory, right? And it becomes easier and easier. And I just can't help but think that when it comes to developing gifts and stuff, that there has to be a way to do that. You know,
well, it's like anything else. Practice makes perfect. You know, you have to flex those muscles to develop them.
Yeah.
You know,
but when they're muscles you've never used before, it's like so awkward.
Yeah, it hurts.
It's very exhausting. Yes.
So, but the more you do it, the easier it gets.
Or Renee, another thing will be like, I'll just get a feeling about something, or I'll just get a very strong feeling about a specific person, and it's just, I feel like, okay, it's almost like I have to call and tell you blah blah blah. I just feel very compelled to tell you this thing. I don't know why. It's just, hey, you need to hear this. You need to hear this. You know, I don't know how else to explain it. But yeah, it's just these random, and it's always at random. It's, I know I can't do it on, you know.
Right.
It doesn't ever happen when you're wanting it to happen. It happens when it wants to happen. You know, and I mean, that would make sense if it was like an outside, like a spirit guide that's separate from me coming to me. Right. Not me going to it. Or him or her or whatever. Right. You know, but yeah.
Yeah.
So Renee, I hope that cleared up your question. God, I'm tired. Sorry, guys. I keep saying that, but blah. Although when we were driving to the farm, when we went through the gate, there was a whole bunch of cows on the property next, like on the other side of the fence. The other side of the fence, they lease their land for cattle, and all these cows were like chasing on the other side of the fence, chasing our vehicle. And I'm like looking around and I'm like, man, now I know what a zombie apocalypse would feel like.
Yeah, right.
All these cows chasing us. They thought it was eating time, apparently. Lena says you can hone the gift. Someday you will listen to her and do what she says we need to do. Slowly, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've been listening the whole time. It's just finding the confidence in myself to actually do it.
That's a very Sagittarius thing to do.
I was just thinking that. Damn it, you. Yes, that is a very Sagittarius thing to do. Which I don't know that I actually realized that about being a Sagittarius, but you're really like insecure or like I don't know. You just really second guess yourself. Cow chasing is the norm for me.
Yeah.
Renee, you would survive a zombie apocalypse. You would survive.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, what? Oh, goodness. Anything else you want to talk about? Ooh, I don't know if anybody has Netflix and they've watched the movie Apostle, but that movie was gruesome. You know,
it was unnecessarily so.
I still have not been able to sit through and watch to the end. I can't handle, guys, I really struggle with handling movies or reality when somebody's like in a lot of unnecessary pain or something is causing unnecessary pain to another human or an animal. Mm-hmm. I just about can't handle it. And this movie Apostle, it's a very, very graphic and very gruesome, and I just is that the most graphic movie you've seen with like torture and stuff? Because I gotta say, it was like a cross between Saw and The Village.
Right.
The movie The Apostle. Yeah, I'd say it was wouldn't you say that's a good comparison?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Between, let's see here.
I watched The Green Inferno. That one was hard to stomach as well.
I haven't seen that one.
I paid to rent it, by the way. I did. You were telling me about that movie, The Human Centipede. I've never seen that though.
I haven't seen the whole thing. It just, the premise of it is very disturbing. But
oh God.
We're not going to really turn into movie critics, guys. We just are.
No.
Right now, we're just kind of like I was at the end of the podcast this morning with the Rune Cast. I was just.
How about the year is half over? How about that?
Oh, holy shit!
It's half over. That hit me today. It's June 1st, and I thought, oh my God, the year is literally half gone. What happened to March? What happened to April?
What happened to any of it?
What happened to May? Where did it go? Hey, Jeremy. Jeremy's watching. Jessica's husband, Jeremy. Your niece.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that means Hey, Jeremy, that means I'm your aunt, right? Right? That's what that would mean, right? Right?
By marriage, yeah.
Or something. Anyways.
By marriage. I don't know if there's such a thing as an aunt-in-law.
Well, there is now. I declared it. I'm an aunt-in-law.
First 5 minutes of Saving Private Ryan. Flashbacks for a week. Oh my gosh, Carl, I can only imagine.
I never saw that one. Never saw it. What other movies?
I don't know. I'm in the middle.
What about are there any movies that really give you the creeps, like just you're almost unhinged?
No.
Ooh, the movie about the I don't remember if he was a rock climber, mountain climber. I had to stop watching it, but the one where he had to cut his own arm off.
Oh yeah,
because it got stuck between the boulders. Yeah. Oh, that I couldn't. Nope, couldn't handle it. I can't handle a lot, but I can't handle high stressful like movies that are very intense with like stressful situations, like that movie Gravity, or the movie what was the one with
I can't
Matt Damon?
tell you how many movies we leave unfinished because she has to stop watching it right then.
What was that movie with Matt Damon and he was an astronaut on Mars?
My chances of actually finishing a movie are probably maybe 1 in 3.
But hey,
you know I'm not wrong.
You got 1 out of 3. That's pretty good odds, Jeremiah. But that one, was it called The Martian? The one where he like at the very end,
with Matt Damon.
Yeah, like spoiler alert. You know, at the very end when he's like going to get off, I couldn't watch it. I couldn't handle the build. I just was like, this is too much for me. I mean, hell, I love The Office. What can I say? I don't know. Maybe that doesn't say too much, but.
So here's another question for you. The next question for you. Given all of that and given everything else that we've already talked about.
Hold on. I have to tell these people the 2 creepiest movies I've ever seen that I can't handle it was, I don't even like uttering the words, but the Dark Skies and The Fourth Kind. Ooh, I don't even want to say it again. Those two movies, man, I
loved those movies.
Not
both of them.
Although I will say,
have you ever seen Fire in the Sky?
That one didn't freak me out as bad because it was because of the quality of them. Like it was an older one.
Even the abduction scene?
No, it didn't. Well, maybe I haven't. Actually, maybe I haven't seen it. I wonder if it's on Netflix or maybe we could rent it. I need to. I don't know that I've seen that one.
Well, I'm not going to pay to rent it if we've only got a 1 in 3 chance of you making through it.
But there's still that one chance. Dan said The Entity. I've never heard of that one. Maybe we should check that out.
I've heard of it, but it's been a while.
But Dark Skies but I will say one of my favorite actors is, I say favorite actors, I can't remember his goddamn name. The older guy, he's the Farmers Insurance commercial guy.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. He played the
I'm
UFO
terrible.
investigator in
he was
Dark Skies.
Yes. What is it?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm terrible with like famous people. Like I'm terrible with their names, but faces I recognize and you know the roles they play and stuff. But his real name, I don't know what it is. But yes, he played the UFO or the alien expert in Dark Skies and. Oh, that wasn't smart. Oh, Gravity.
Oh,
Gravity happened to his phone.
Gravity
wins every time. That you can be sure of. What were you gonna? But yeah, I just had to tell these people watching. Hey, Joseph. Joseph is watching. Joseph, I have to tell you that I saw your Facebook post. The 2 plants that you just took home, and I recently have got into plants, and I like my plants as well. Joseph is watching, and he got 2 new plants.
Oh, cool.
Took home, and
cool.
I thought I just had to shout that out.
So, given everything that we've just talked about,
okay,
you know how you do with certain movies and
I'm a big weenie.
The stress of it. And
I'm a big weenie.
You're developing psychic senses and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How do you foresee your first full-on paranormal investigation going?
Like one where I'm actually like participating and not just watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably, one of 2 things is going to happen. Either I'm going to be hooked on it or it's going to freak me out and I will never want nothing to do with it again. Because guys, you have to remember of this whole podcast that we do. Jeremiah is on the paranormal end of it and I'm more of the metaphysical, you know, like the...
And I'm trying to figure out why she thinks what I do is creepier.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I've been abducted. Maybe that's why that shit freaks me out so bad. I don't know. Maybe I've been abducted, you guys. Who knows? Oh. But Oh my God.
What would be the worst thing that could happen to you on a paranormal investigation? Like the worst thing that could actually happen. Like
something physical, like something coming after me, like something straight up, like, in a nightmare is something chasing you. Like that would probably be like worst case scenario.
Okay, well, stuff like that generally only happens in nightmares and movies. So we really don't have to worry about that.
Well, then the movies did a good job sensationalizing it because that idea freaks me out. That I would say that, or something that coming home with me.
Okay, well, and you and I both know there's stuff that we can do to stop that.
Hopefully.
Not hopefully.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, that
never failed me yet.
That would be probably my... Oh, Cindy said Jaws. Let's see. Oh my God. She said she can't get the...
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with that one. It's really and truly it's the movies. Because I'll take it back. There has been one movie that I watched that did really kind of freak me out. It wasn't Jaws, but it was something kind of similar. It was Cujo. Cujo was a horror story, a very well-written horror story by Stephen King about a rabid Saint Bernard. This is something that could actually happen.
So,
I've owned a dog that did the full-on Cujo through the window effect before. I know it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, that and I'd have to say that's, of course I have the mind that always takes the step back and does the big picture thinking and analyzes, whether things are likely to happen like that or not.
Well, I will say that the idea of a pandemic used to scare the shit out of me, and now we've lived through one. So it doesn't seem as scary to me now, but I mean, it wasn't, what they've come out with though about it. It's not as, deadly as they maybe initially thought. But maybe if it was, Ebola or something else, a higher mortality rate, it might freak. But just the fact that ever since I was little, movies like the movie Outbreak or zombie movies, the whole thing with the zombie movies.
I've yet to actually get her, although she will watch Zombieland.
That's it. That's the only one.
That's the only zombie movie I've ever gotten her to watch.
You know why?
She won't watch I Am Legend.
No.
She won't watch World War Z.
No.
She won't watch ones at the other end of it, like Dawn of the Dead.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it.
Maybe it's the whole being chased thing again, right?
I think it's Woody Harrelson.
Get out of my brain.
I think you have a secret crush on Woody Harrelson.
That was not exactly what I was going to say, but I was going to say that the reason why I will watch Zombieland is because my appreciation for Woody Harrelson outweighs my fear of zombie movies, whatever. I love Woody Harrelson. What was the first movie you saw him in?
The first show I saw him in was Cheers.
I've never seen Cheers.
That was a little bit before your time, though.
Never seen Cheers. But first movie I saw him in was Natural Born Killers. I love that movie. Oh, Carl said Christine, the movie Christine.
Because he has worked on some possessed vehicles. We're going to have a conversation about that sometime, Carl.
Ooh.
That could be a cool show topic.
That's all you, honey. That is all you. I can't even imagine like a possessed vehicle or item.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that items really do get possessed?
I think they can be. They can have spirits attached to them.
So this is not a black and white. This is a gray area of paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think more times than not, a spirit actually has the ability to leave said objects whenever they want to and come back to them whenever they want to.
Cindy said, "Oh, you poor thing, you never saw Cheers."
I know, right, Carl?
No, Cindy said that.
Or Cindy, yeah, Cindy. I just saw the last name. Sorry, Cindy.
No, I never did see Cheers. I wonder if I'd like it. Maybe I could give it a try. I might like it.
And I think you would. It's kind of like it. I could see where there could be a lot of similarities between that and The Office.
What was that one with Kelsey Grammer where he was the therapist?
Well, that started off as Cheers.
Oh.
And then Frasier. Later on was actually a Cheers spinoff.
Okay. I liked Frasier. So if I liked Frasier, but I did not like Roseanne. So
it's not a Roseanne type show.
I just never.
I couldn't stand Roseanne either. That's just me. I don't care for Roseanne Barr's acting style, but that's just me. Don't send me hate mail for that. That's just my opinion.
John Goodman got redeemed, in my opinion, when he was in Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Yeah.
And he was Walter in The Big Lebowski.
Yep.
The Big Lebowski is The Big Lebowski is my all-time favorite movie, guys. Always will be. The dude abides.
So
Carl said you know his number.
Yep.
I think it's about time we have Carl, the captain, on the show.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that sometime, especially if we can have a conversation about possessed cars, because that would be cool. That would be cool.
If I did, I know you would. Cindy, I'm going to have to take you up on that. I'm going to have to see if it's available on Netflix or one of the things that we have on the TV.
So, yeah, we'll figure that out. So, let's go ahead and kind of start winding down here. I think, yes, keep an eye out for details on our giveaways and contests coming up and other announcements like the live investigation.
When we can get 100 people on YouTube, we will do a drawing. Just because, damn it, I want it to us to be able to.
Okay, so
we'll be able.
But I also want to do. I want to do something for our Facebook followers.
Well, that too, but there's a lot of people that do YouTube and don't do Facebook, and so it would just be really convenient if it was easy to find.
Yeah.
Darkness Live. Like, it's so not easy to find it. We have to literally send people a link for it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a Wi-Fi password trying to find it.
Right.
Because it's like all these random numbers and letters and whatever. And yeah. But yeah.
So, yes. We will.
But yes, so we will do something for the Facebook one as well. What number are we going for?
I don't know yet.
I was thinking 900.
We will. That's all close to 1,000.
I said 900.
I know. I said that's awful close to 1,000. Mm-hmm. No, let's. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Specifically. Hold on. Can I say something? Mm-hmm. This is an opportunity for me.
Okay.
One of the dreams that I had in the past couple weeks was our Darkness Live it was something happened, and it was like a significant event happened when our likes got to 979.
979.
Yes.
Okay.
I have to say that now because I don't know what, but that I literally had. That was a dream.
You don't remember what the significant event was?
No. It was one of those where, you know how like in a dream you get a feeling about something but you can't see the person's face, or you know what I mean? Like it's just, you're right there but you can't really put your finger on it. Mm-hmm. All I remember is specifically seeing 979 likes on Facebook for our Darkness Live, and it was some significant event was happening at the same time.
Well, we'll have to put some thought into that.
Look on YouTube. Oh, for Cheers? Maybe?
Oh, yeah, probably.
I could. Cindy, good suggestion. I will. I will do that.
But keep an eye out for more details on that coming up soon. We will get an announcement put out.
Thursday. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Thursday.
I thought you were going to say for next week's show. Sorry, guys. We didn't put an announcement out this last Thursday because Jeremiah and I we were the ones doing it.
Well, I actually plan on putting the announcement for next week's show out tomorrow. I plan on starting to try to do that on Tuesday so that there's more time to boost and bump and all that. So
to get excited.
Yep.
Like the supercar guys. Get excited, folks.
So, yes, we'll get the announcement put out for next week's show. We'll also be announcing more details about the contests and drawings and prizes.
Hey, I got another question for you.
Huh?
I got another question for you. So, like when
me?
So, when it comes to pain, okay, when we were like, okay, guys, when we were at the farm this weekend, they went fishing, and which, by the way, I did make a point to relay to the correct person that we want to start frying fish over there. So we're going to make sure we have the things that we need to be able to have fish fry. Okay. Anyways, I just didn't want to forget to tell you that. So when it comes to pain, inflicting pain, how, I know everybody's going to give me shit for this, but I can't even fillet a fish.
Okay.
Knowing, or like, if I could have seafood, which I can't have like lobster, crab, whatever, shrimp. Like putting a lobster in boiling water when I cannot do it. I couldn't do it. And like even when like Jeremiah went and filleted a couple fish, it just made me sick to my stomach to think about killing something that was a living thing. Like I can't. And I'm not one of those, crazy. Well, I shouldn't say crazy, but I'm not one of those people that is gung-ho activist or anything like that. But, and I mean, I like hamburger. Doesn't mean I want to meet the cow, But, I mean, we seriously talked, like, if we had to eat what we butchered or what we grew, I would totally be a vegetarian because I don't think I could kill an animal. No, you wouldn't.
You don't like vegetables.
But I don't like vegetables less than I would killing an animal. Right? I mean, it's one thing if it's like dead to begin with. What? Okay? But actually, does that make sense? Like like let's say that you have an animal that's already dead, or you, in a humane way, right? It's shot or whatever, it's instant. But killing something, I can't wrap my mind around it.
So when I filleted those fish, they died instantly. I promise they did.
Man.
Okay. But
I can't even.
And I don't know if it's still this way or not, but this is the way the scientific community thought for a long time. And I think they still do for the most part. But the general consensus in the scientific community is that fish don't feel pain.
I believe I heard that was incorrect. That they came out.
There were people, a lot of for a long time, that would come out every once in a while saying they had figured out a way to prove that was incorrect. And it was almost invariably proven wrong. Well, now, I will preface that with this. It's been a while since I've looked at any of that research, so I don't know where it's at right now.
Maybe that's part of my love for hospice is when the person actually dies. That sounded really terrible. But because they're not suffering anymore. Mm-hmm. Like they're, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because watching somebody suffer when they're dying is awful. Not going to lie, guys. It's terrible. And, but in hospice, like you guys make sure people are comfortable and have a good death.
Well, we do our best.
I think that's why, because I want to make sure that as many people as possible that I take care of are comfortable when they die. Mm-hmm. They deserve that.
Right.
That makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was just curious about the fish thing, like how you can like kill something. Like I can't do it. I'm just a big weenie.
It just goes back to that. I mean, it's a circle of life thing, There's, those fish kind of became food for us, and there's every chance that one of these days, one of us might become food for them.
Well, I've noticed
that's just kind of the circle and the cycle of it.
Well, I've noticed the older I get, the more sensitive I am to that, because like the other day there was a mosquito eater that was in the house, right? Those big, I think that's what they're called, mosquito eaters. They look like giant mosquitoes, right? I thought to myself, oh my God, if one of our kids sees this, she's going to freak out. So I was like, I just got to kill it. And I literally didn't want to kill it. Like it took everything in me to squish it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Ashley. Ashley's watching.
Oh, cool.
She's my friend. I wish she lived closer. I know
right.
She probably feels the same. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd say that because I just really...
Well, it's... And
there's been this correlation between my spirituality and this, because I didn't used to have this strong of a feeling about it.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, my spirit resides in a body that wants to eat. And it wants to eat meat.
Yes.
So, and it likes to eat fish.
Well.
It doesn't necessarily like killing and cleaning the fish, but it likes to eat them. So,
Okay, I'm done rambling.
All right. So, guys.
Ashley just got on, and now we're getting off of here.
All right.
It's okay, Ashley.
You guys need to have a phone conversation sometime.
I know. We wanted to start doing that, and it just kind of didn't happen.
So.
Oh, well.
Yes. I'm not going to ramble anymore. I'm just going to say keep an eye out for the details that we've talked about. I hope tonight's show was at least entertaining. We didn't talk about it, that we kind of spanned the spectrum tonight.
I hope it wasn't like Ferris Bueller's Day Off when he's like, Bueller.
No, we spanned the spectrum. It was just there was a lot of different stuff. But anyway, we're rambling again. Let's stop rambling, guys. Look out for the details that we were talking about, we will be coming at you with details for next week's show and the contests and all of that stuff just as soon as we have them. Have a great night. Have a great week. And
don't forget the year's half over.
It is.
It's crazy to me.
It is.
It's crazy to me.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Oh. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bo's birthday's in 2 days. Happy birthday, Bo. Are we still on?